Okay, it's 9:30 in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 12th of April 2026. I've parked up the Sunderland Bridge again, and I'm going to go down where those bikes are and then walk along the River Wear on the opposite side and walk along to the left instead of going into CROXDALE estate to the right there at the bottom of the bank. So I'm just going to lock up now after setting up my time lapse. Walk down the bank, yeah, look. Right, so I've just set up my time GoPro 13 on my cap, and I'm starting to record from on top of my cap now. So I've parked the same place, just slightly on the pavement, and turned my wheels into the fence. So if it does start to roll down the hill, because it's a steep bank, it'll go in towards the fence and stuff. Right, so I'm just going to go down where those girls are running over the stone bridge and turn left and go along. There's a pathway that runs along the River Wear, along the left there. So it looks like I'm just getting here on time because loads of people are going to start turning up now. Right, so last time I brought my sister down and we went into the CROXDALE estate there to look, to check it out for if we bring her British Bulldog, Jessie, who's wicked with all dogs. She doesn't like any dogs, so she wants to go after them. So I'm just looking for local places where she can come and bring Jessie, a bitch British Bulldog. She's a little shit. When you get close to any dogs, I mean, I'm training her at the moment, I'm slowing her down and I'm getting better. She's not wanting to be as aggressive as she normally is going for other dogs. Right, so there's the main road going over the top of the CROXDALE estate here, gateway. So that's the CROXDALE Hall estate where we walk along the tree-lined grove there. So that's a lovely walk there along there, and keep following all the way up to the wetlands on the left hand side. As you could keep following that road straight up and over. Now you can walk either side of the river. This side takes you past the waterworks on the right hand side there, where you can see the big railings, and I'm going on the other side of the River Wear after I've crossed back over the Sunderland Bridge here. This is 1492 it was built here, and it's solid. It's a bloody good bridge, like. So I've come down the dual carriageway past the pub called the Honest Lawyer. You get to the little roundabout and turn right, come along here, then turn left into here to cross over the stone bridge here. Sunderland Bridge. There's a big greyhound just taking off. She caught that on camera, I think. It's a bit breezy, obviously. It's been spotting with rain as well while I was driving along, so I've put my lightweight blue rainproof jacket on just in case. There's loads of cars parked down there where he's just parked the white car. You just keep parking behind as getting back towards the main road at the T-junction, if you don't want to come over the bridge. But I like to come over the bridge so I can go into these little cutbacks and have a look over the wall and have a look at the fast moving rapids that come over underneath the arches here. Right, so they're going along the pathway on that side. I put my boots on because it tends to get a bit muddy after we've had rains and shit, and I don't know how far the pathways will have dried up. So I know that further on you need to cross a bit of a stream, so that's why I put my leg gaiters on and my high laced up boots, leather boots, just in case I need them. But I'm hoping the pathways are still dry enough to just get past easy. See, the river's quite wide here as well. Look at all the debris that's catching up on the legs of the bridge. Because that's what you should see, just the round concrete supports that they sit on. There's your steps that go down for the water boat to check the water levels and shit. And that's the water treatment plant, where you can see that bit of a house and there's big tall green railings around it, metal railings. And then we've got the viaduct beyond that, so I'm going to go along here through the bushes and the trees, just to keep with the wind as much as I can. Right, so it's just a couple hours like recce to see where I can come with the dog and hopefully let him off so he's not dragging us along and getting as angry as usual. Morning. So if you continue straight up that bank and keep going over the road, it takes you back on the A690, which brings you down from the Neville's Cross, where I've come straight through. But if you turn right, it'll bring you down here. Right. Now, it points on the wooden marker post there. Wearside Way, that's what it's called, Wearside Way. And obviously people just go through the gate there, it's always open, and just walk along the driveway there. Like it's a dirt track. But I like to cut through the trees as well, get close to the river. And obviously if you need a quick way, you can go behind the bushes here. And when you're close to the water, you may be looking to catch any otters or kingfishers or wherever. And the trees block the wind to a certain degree. But let's just check it out. So I'm obviously looking to bring bear here and see if there's any. I don't think there's any sheep in the fields either side. I'm just having a good scout around as usual. I wasn't planning on coming out. I just got the thought in my head. It was, the sun was out in the garden this morning. I thought, oh, it's going to be dry by the looks of things, so let's go out. Right, this is a bit of an awkward step down with these tree roots, so I'll just take my time, get a good footing, keep out of these bushes. That's it, get a hold of them. So there's a place the dog can go and get a drink. So there's loads of people come and park their cars up and get the dogs up and walk across the bridge there. But that's a good view of the bridge where you can see the archways where the water goes through each section. Look at all the tree debris that's catching up on that first one. So as you can see, there's several places where people just cut through the bushes here to get on this bit of a path that I'm on now. But you just keep on going and eventually you come to the railway viaduct there straight ahead. And walk underneath it. Then just follow the path round. There's a certain place, if I remember right, where you go around the right hand bend, and that's where you can get really close to the water. And that'll be a good place for bear to go in for a swim, a plunge. Because he loves to go in the water now. There's a train coming across here now. So that's obviously the main line coming down from Newcastle, going through Durham. And obviously the further you go, it goes down towards Darlington. This is what I'll be doing with Bear, letting them off and running along here.
Thank you.
Right. Alright. So if I brought Bear down here, as soon as I got him in, start this path, I can just lure him off and run along here. Just turn down the other way. The river's really wide here, and you see some big stones where they put them on the other side there to brace it against high rising water when it's been pissing during the rain. But that's the water treatment centre, that there with the big high metal railings around it. So you walk along the pathway, it's like a roadway, it goes along past that as well, and you can just keep on going as well. And then if you keep on going, eventually you come to a part where it goes off up to the left and takes you into the village of Tudhoe. And the dog water there on the main path. It's been a while since I've been along here, it just seems forever, but I used to come here quite often. But I don't mind regenerating my videos of all the places I would go locally with the dog, because like I say, when the censoring CIA, FBI, Google censored us and shut the account down, I lost 4,200 videos, and in those videos I had loads of family days out and stuff like that, so, and videos with me dog that's no longer with us. He passed corn, so when I lost all them, I was really angry because of censorship. Right, so when I get clear of these trees, it looks like the wind's gonna really pick up, so there'll be a roar on the camera while I'm recording. But you can see the pathways going straight on, and then it bends around the right, goes past those, you can see the mounds at the far side. Then you go right round to a gate and then go through the gate and continue on. But like I say, I just like to come along these pathways right next to the water, see what you can catch. I was just pulling my boots on the day now, pulled my laces tight, and the eyelet where you've got the laces go through, one's popped off. I thought, oh great, that's all I need. So that, I've got to go at the cobblers now to get that pressed it back on. Yeah, it's going to be really windy now. Right, so here we are going underneath the viaduct now. Right, so if you look right around there where the pathway takes it, there's a couple of people there that's just come over the mounds, and the pathway just continues round to where those dog waters are over there. So that's a woman that's just been walking alongside me on that the main pathway. It just cuts right along the wire fence, so you go right the way around, or you just go straight along where she's going, and it takes you to the wooden gate right over there where them people are. And then you just continue along. So depending on what kind of mood you're in and how far you want to walk, you can just go over there and cut along to cut all this corner off. But I want to go over this way because there's a certain area over the mounds there. You see a pathway going up and over where you can let the dog close to the water and it's nice and clear with it, get in easy. And there's the pathways on that side, look. As you come past the water treatment centre, underneath the viaduct you can see all the different pathways going along. So like I say, you can walk along the pathways either side of the river from parking up at Sunderland Bridge. But it's a popular area for dogs. Right, so there's no sheep immediately in the area. So when I see the sun shining this morning I thought, oh great, it's dry. So I thought I'll just go out and come local. And then it started spitting the rain when I was driving along. I thought, oh shit. But I'll put my lightweight waterproof jacket on, like I say, just in case. Then I can pull the hoodie over my cap. But I remember when I went along through the gate at the corner there, you went so far along, and to go further on you had to cross over a bit of a stream where there was loads of water, and sometimes deep and wide and hard to get across. So you had to come back on yourself, go through a gate and go on the road that goes along there to get past that area, then walk down a farmer's track and get back down the river. If it's that bad. Well, like I say, it's a long time since I've been around this pathway here. See what I mean? He's gone right round ahead of me with the two dogs that I passed me earlier. He's gone right out to that corner. There's another train going over. We are right walking back the way because the wind will be behind us, but I'm walking into the wind now. But it's just in this corner where you can go down and it's a nice big clearing where you can get close to the water's edge without any trees and debris. Perfect place to go and let your dog have a plodge. It's just taken off there. See that little pathway that being put through the wood, back down the water's edge down there, past that tree. Right, so if you look over there, you can see all the people going through the gateway at the far corner. Then you just continue straight on again, the pathway like this. So you can walk right along the river way out. Like I say, it depends on how fit you're feeling on the day and how far you want to walk. But if you come out to take the dog for a walk and let them off to have a run, you need to go and take them quite a distance so they get that exercise. Once again, when it's been raining heavy, these pathways just become swamp with mud and water. So I'm just looking at all the swifts and swallows flying around there, eating in flight, eating all the insects out the air. Loads of them. Right, so I can't remember if it was here that I went down or just there where that pathway is going up and over the hillock, just there. But that's where I'm here out for a couple hours exploration and a recce to see where I can come and let the dog off safely. Yeah, this is the corner where it bends round to the right after coming straight along from the viaduct. And you can see the main road pathway over there now because of the clearing. Right, so as you can see, it's a nice clearing just here, look. And you can see the bottom, this shallow. So they go right up into the stones and throw sick in, let the dog run backwards and forwards in the water. There's a guy walking across on the other side, so the pathway bends round that way and you go right along the other side and then just keep on going along the pathway, and then you end up passing where you would come down from the village of Tudhoe. But the river's nice and wide here. It's a perfect place to bring your dog to go in for a shallow plunge or a swim, because obviously when you get to the middle of the river it's deeper, so you actually swim in there. I've just been watching a documentary about plastic bottles and where they're supposed to put bottled water is supposed to be clear. It's just tap water put into a plastic bottle, and obviously with the plastic you're getting microplastics in your system, so it's poisonous. People are being made aware of it now, more and more and more. Right, so as you can see, it starts to get a bit more difficult going along the edge of the river here. So you've got to go further along, go up the embankment and then drop down on the other side. I'm being watched. The guy there with the green jacket on. He's thinking, who's he talking to? Right, so this is the first place I can bring Bear along after parking on the bridge, or just at the top of the bridge here. And let him off the leader here, and he can just go backwards and forwards and have a nice good long plunge in the river. You know, so he's going to be going along that pathway that way on that side, look. So you come along at this corner here, you can go straight on and keep to the left, and the pathway then goes up the bank and it takes it into the village of Tudhoe. But I forgot, the pathway actually bends around the right here and goes along that way on the opposite side of the river. And then you just keep on following the river right up on this side. You see some faster moving rapids over there, look. This is the kind of place where sand martins build their nests, in the soft sand, in the embankments. They burrow in about 3 to 4 feet and have their nests.